Alright, so how y'all doing, boys? Hope you're doing well. Today, going to be doing my free-to-play guide on the KIMARA and Malek raids. Now, before I get into actually explaining the teams and the strategies and whatnot, if we head over to the shop here, you can see that obviously you do need to grind out both the raids in order to buy everything. So if you head over to this growth 2 section over here, you can see right at the bottom, you can actually exchange the materials for one another. So, you know, due to the Malek raid being harder, you might not have all the units, or you might just not be able to beat it due to, you know, lack of CC and whatnot. You can just grind out the first raid and exchange the materials so that you can still actually buy the shop. Because, I mean, especially if you've been, you know, grinding this raid since, you know, day one, there's definitely enough time to get all the materials you need to max out the shop. So here we go. What teams will we actually be using now? For the KIMARA raid here, we have this team built out. Now, most of these units are really accessible. I mean, the Hawk over here, they give out, you know, at least one copy in each festival. So there's that one. We're in a festival at the moment, so you should be able to get your free copy of Hawk. I mean, Escanaut is almost on every single banner. I mean, most people have him 6/6 super. He's just given out all the time, so definitely has an Escanaut. Red SR Slater is an SR, so you're almost guaranteed to have him. Super key, you know, unit in the KIMARA raid, so we will be needing him a lot. And this green SSR Elizabeth. Now, she isn't given out anywhere free in particular, but she is a day one unit. And I mean, if say you don't have her and you need another unit, the red SR Elizabeth, the one with the dishes, not the Hawk one, but you can also use her instead. Now, you can use either. So this is full human team, which is the main thing we want to be focusing on the first raid. Now, for the Malek raid, we do have this Pierce team here. Now, Lilia isn't, you know, the hardest, you know, character to come by. She's fairly common. She's been out for ages. She's been on heaps of banners. She hasn't been given out for free anywhere, or at least not that I remember. And most of the OC characters, you know, the gem, like the pull rates and stuff are fairly good. So most people should have Lily. If you don't have her, I mean, you can replace her for Escanor, or you can replace her for this green SSR Elizabeth, or even the SR one I was mentioning before. But everyone else in this team is really accessible. I mean, around about a month ago, they did give out that banner where they were giving out the free level 80 units, along, you know, with that Demon Meliodas being in that banner. And we did also get the free Hawk, which is really nice. So Demon Meliodas been out for ages. I mean, Hauser is a day one unit, so once again, should be having Hauser and the Green King. I mean, if you've played for a day, they should have given you the Green King in the story. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into our strategies and into the first raid. Here we go, jumping straight into the KIMARA raid. We will be doing this one first, since I don't know, it's first in the system there. Like I said before, red SR Slater is a super key part in this. I mean, he basically just disables the entire boss. Like, if you guys have done Training Cave, there is that one fight where he basically does the exact same thing. Now, we better quickly turn off auto here. This card here, decrease attack related stats and disables everything but attack skills. Now, we did get unlucky, he did get 2 attack skills here, but he does still have the 1 debuff. So, how long? That lasts for 2 turns, so we'll still throw that out, and we'll kind of just throw out more junkish cards here. But I mean, if you get the good start, you know, he could even have 3 debuffs, you never know, and you can just completely stop him for 2 turns. Now, he will get a bit of damage on us, but once again, we do have this green Elizabeth here to heal. It's kind of just stalling out his first phase until we can rush an ult. Now, with green Elizabeth's ult, if you don't know, she does heal everyone a bunch and give everyone on the field 2 ultimate gauges. So if you're struggling to get the ult, I mean, that does help out a lot as well. Didn't really take any damage, so what do we think to do here? I'll merge these, go for the Escanor attacking throughout Hawk's attack there. Now, good thing about Hawk as well, considering this is, you know, we are in a festival period, Hawk's passive does come into play, and you will get, you know, that crazy damage and HP and just buff to all of their stats. So that is a major win in that part. Still not taking too much damage here. I mean, once again, it would have been nice if we could have drawn more of those Slater cards, but I'm thinking I'm just gonna throw out these junk cards here after using the ult. I mean, it would have been nice if we could have saved the ult for second phase, but I mean, this just shows even if you get a bad run, you can do it fairly easily. Once again, another one of those Slater debuffs would be nice. Yeah, that's alright. So we'll use the Slater ult first, just so we can still get extra ult gauge from after the Elizabeth ult, and kind of just go for card draw and damage for the rest of the cards. But it can definitely be a hard fight if you don't actually read what you're supposed to be doing. I mean, using anything other than humans. I mean, Hawk is still doing good damage because of, like, you know, the festival passive coming into play, but anything other than humans will really get stumped, and you could actually have a hard time. You can see Slater does take a bit of damage, but that's why we have the Elizabeth here. Other than that, I mean, first and second phase are kind of just the same thing. We did get super unlucky with the card draw, but I mean, after this turn here, I don't, yeah, no, KIMARA doesn't have any revives or anything like super crazy. So after this phase here, we should have Escanaut and we should be able to finish him off. I mean, if you have a good built out 6/6 Escanaut, you could just go into second phase at one tap. I mean, it is definitely doable, but here we go. I mean, yeah, Slater does take a bit of damage. He hasn't got any gear on him. I actually didn't gear either of these two characters here before this fight. Probably should have done that, but throwing off these cards here, and that's just about it for the first raid. Here we go, and last but definitely not least, the Demon Soldier Malek. Now, like I said before, do not feel bad if you can't beat this one. He packs so much more of a punch and can definitely be difficult. So in this starting phase here, I'm thinking you kind of want to waste cards, but at the same time you don't want to kill these two side units. Main reason being is, of course, if you do, I'll show it in a second, you will actually buff the guy in the middle. It gets I believe it's a 50% pierce buff, so definitely don't. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot, but the damage can increase quite a bit now, keeping those just as weak as possible. Now, main thing you do want to be drawing in this fight is these pierce cards, obviously, since we have Lilia here, and, you know, just like kind of the cleansers and whatnot. You will get debuffed at the end of each turn, so want to be holding on to those cleansers. Besides that, I mean, he doesn't usually get ult, so you don't really need to use these Lilia cards a whole bunch. If you can rush Lilia's ult, it is nice. You can, you know, decrease any silver cards and whatnot down of rarities, but here we go. Honestly thinking if we... I don't think we'll need too much more damage. I think this should around about kill here, though. Actually, completely, yeah. I completely forgot to put gear on the Demon Meliodas as well, but we should be alright. We should be alright. Just goes to show that, you know, like, most people should be able to do this as long as you have the right setup, but we will see actually at the end of this him doing quite a bit more damage. Oh, we got a really good card draw though. Should help us out quite a bit. Yeah, thank God I have my houses geared because it's currently gold farming time of the week. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, and I'm really hoping this kills. I mean, it's not like it's turn restricted or anything like final boss, but you usually want to be finishing these as quick as possible. And yeah, Lilia should get this first phase done now. Getting into the second phase, once again, it is the exact same thing. Only difference is he does get a revive now. Let's see. Ooh, I mean, I really want to keep these guys alive for the first turn again, but I'm thinking with this kind of card draw, we just have to go full send. Actually, I will cleanse off the damage down as well. I mean, if I currently had, like, you know, my attack and crit damage gear on Meliodas at the moment, he would be doing so much more damage, but I mean, it makes it a little bit more fair for the video. But here we go, that is those guys definitely dead. And yeah, not doing the craziest amount of damage, but if you guys do have a couple dupes in your blue demon melee, he can be super good for proccing the revive and even just killing him in this final phase. Now, we didn't get any debuff cards, and since this guy does remove, you're taking a lot of damage. This guy does remove debuffs at the end of every turn, so I'm thinking if we use the Petrify to actually, you know, put the debuff on him and then break him out. I think we should use this Lilia card here. Yeah, no. Use the 2-star Petrify, get the debuff on him, and the melee should one-tap him and proc the revive. We'll see that happen in a second here. Oh, never mind. Okay. Not having gear on my demon melee is definitely causing us some strife in this one. Let's see here. I mean, we should still be alright, especially since we got the King ult here. I mean, he is HP defense, but should be good. I mean, like I said at the beginning of the video, if, you know, this guy's like causing you way too much grief, you just cannot seem to beat him no matter what you do, you can swap over and just grind out the Malek one the whole time. Okay, I'm hoping those two cards will proc the revive and we can kind of kill with the King ult here. Oh yeah, thank God I still use that single target. There we go, proc the revive, and I doubt this will kill. I mean, if it crits, it might, but yeah, look, he's on a slither there. I mean, ooh, we might die from this ultimate. I'm not too sure actually what the ultimate is. Okay, it looks like he just... Oh no, single target ultimate. Okay, that is Oh, he still survives, so yeah. Ultimate's definitely not something you need to worry about if you're trying to keep those Lilia ults, with like the 2-star to stop his ults alive, but Doesn't lifesteal either, same with the first boss, so there you go. At least not like a whole lot, but we'll throw these 2 king cards out here and that should just about wrap up. Ooh, did I make sure to focus the boss? Yeah, I did. There we go. Let's wrap it up. There we go, and that just about does. I mean, nothing too crazy, no like secret gimmicks like there are on some Tower of Trials, but anyway, if you guys are struggling, hope this helps. Hope, you know, maybe you can figure out a better way to improve your team and whatnot, but please hit that like button and subscribe. It really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.